Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Trials to Triumph. I'm Pastor Brad Closter. Thank you for joining us. You may be part of our church family or not. You might be finding us on YouTube or Facebook. Regardless of your situation, I hope that these times together bring great strength to you. Maybe you can watch this live with me, or maybe you are not able to do so and you watch this a little bit later. I know a lot of people do that. And either way, I'm glad to be able to help you, glad to be able to bring you these truths. And I hope that it not only, every time we're together, I don't want to just waste your time or my time. I hope it's an encouragement to you, but it's a challenge to you as well, to get your act together and to help God get your trial that you're going through into a triumph. And that's the goal here. And we've been talking about the power of potential, and all potential is just possibility, meaning there's more to it than I think what we ever realize. There's more to life, and I'm kind of, I say it this way, I'm kind of plagued with this thought that we can always do better or be better. Now I want to read to you a verse that maybe brings you some challenge, but also some assurance that regardless of what it is that you're going through, God wants to turn your situation around. And one of the verses that really brings me strength and has brought me strength for many years, I don't normally read this much because of time, but I'm going to try to make it quick tonight. But I want to read this all in context because it helps bring the point home. So Joshua 1, verses 5 through 9. And I am going to read all of that, so bear with me as I read. But I just want to read it to get it all out, to get to make the point home. So Joshua 1, verses 5 through 9. No man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and of good courage, for to this people you shall divide it as inheritance the land which I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, that you may observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may prosper wherever you go. This book of the law, the Bible, shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. That's a lot of verses, but the point is very, very clear. How many times did God repeat himself? Be strong and of good courage. Be strong and of good courage. Be strong and of good courage. If you and I ever want to reach our full potential, we're going to have to decide that I'm wearing this for you tonight, that faith is greater than our fear. We're going to have to decide to not live by fear of anything. Fear of people, fear of rejection, fear of the future, fear of failing, whatever it happens to be. We're going to have to decide that having faith that God will be there, that he said he would never leave us or forsake us, that he told us to be strong and have courage because he was going to back us up. See, we're going to have to decide that in order to reach our full potential, we're going to have to raise up our faith and put down our fear, that there is no plan of God that can be accomplished unless we do something about it. The plan of God, I've addressed this already earlier, but the plan of God doesn't just fall into our lap. It happens because we decide to make an effort and decide to do something with what we've been given. So please don't just think that because you showed up today that's enough. No, it's very, very clear. Be strong and of good courage. Get this Bible in you. Get these words in you. Obey what it says. And God said, but when you do that, your way will be blessed and your way will be prosperous. We're going to have to make a decision in life. and it may come sooner, it may come later. Maybe you're being forced with this decision right now. Maybe right now you're in a situation where you have to decide to have faith and not be fearful of something. I challenge you with everything in me. Don't let your fear win. Rise up in faith and do what God has called you to do. That's an order. That's a challenge to each and every one of us. We cannot let our fear win. We've got to let our faith be the one that's going to win. There is no battle that God said, I'm not going to put you in the middle of battle. I'm not going to put you in the middle of a situation and just leave you. Have a little more faith in that. Have a little more trust in that. Get over your fear of stuff, whatever the fear is. Get over your fear and walk by faith. This is how we reach our full potential. We will not reach our potential because we're scared of our own shadow. We will not reach our potential because we're fearful of what the future holds. No, instead, you and I need to walk by faith, and we need to decide, and just flat out decide it right now. No matter what it looks like, I'm following God. No matter what it feels like, I'm following His plan. No matter what the odds seem like, favorable or unfavorable, I'm going to do what God has called me to do. I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm not going to stop doing it, but I'm going to continue following God, following His plan, and I'm going to walk in strength and courage all the days of my life. This is how, ladies and gentlemen, we don't just know that we have potential, but we can realize our potential in our very own lives. Hey, I hope that was a challenge to you, but I hope it encouraged you as well that God has not given up on you. Before your head hits the pillow tonight, I would challenge you to go back and read this section of verses one more time, Joshua 1, 5 through 9. And take it out of Joshua for a minute. Let it not be about him, but let it be about you. This is the promise that God is making you, and He will stick with His word in your life. Hey, thanks for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you with me, and we'll see you again next week on our Trials to Triumph.